morning if you're here on the West Coast and in the mountains. Sorry, Central folks, and sorry, East Coast. It's already afternoon for y'all, but happy time zone. It's Rime the Frostmaiden. Coming at you Saturday morning today, because life is happening. Yeah. But yeah, super glad to actually be able to play with y'all again. And it's super glad to have y'all watching. If anyone's awake at this time, do people wake up this early on Saturdays?
Only for D&D.
Only for D&D. The dedication. I appreciate. Cool. Well, friends, Romans, countrymen, before we hop into today's game, we got some announcements. We're going to shout out our good old business friends, Nord Games. Nord Games creates a bunch of supplementary materials to make your games awesome. They got books, they got decks, they got dice. And if you go to their affiliate link, nordgamesllc.com/3.html, and use the coupon code chaotic20, you get yourself 20% off, and you help out Nord Games, and you help us out by buying stuff. nordgamesllc.com/3.html, coupon code chaotic20. Very much like this opening. Can you tell I'm a morning person? Second good old friend of the show is Birds of Paradise, made by our very own Andrea of the Burbs. Andrea of the Burbs makes some very, very nice dice that are bird themed and or Arizona themed of their home state. You can get the Magpie, the titular Birds of Paradise, the Arizona Sunset, the Margarita, the Prickly Pear, lots of different things. Go check it out at birdsofparadise.com. And if you use the coupon code chaotic, you're going to get yourself 15% off. Last friend, business-wise, of the show is D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond is the official online tool set of Dungeons & Dragons. It helps me a lot by, taking all of this and putting it on all of this, aka my computer, but all of you see is me waving in front of my screen. But yes, that is D&D Beyond. It has all the source books that you can purchase with like subscriptions and all that jazz. And there's also, what else is there? You can make your own monsters and magic items and creations, and it's very, very useful. And they just recently implemented a beta dice roller. So yeah, check out dndbeyond.com. Those are all our businessy friends, but we have many friends like you who watch us here on twitch.tv/questsandchaos or on the YouTubes or wherever you find your fine podcasts. Excuse me.
Which is at questsandchaos.com/podcasts.
Yes.
That's where all the fine podcasts are.
Yes. All the fine podcasts at questsandchaos.com/podcasts. But you can also join us on our Discord. Check that out. It's probably floating up on the Twitch. Or how do I don't actually know. How do people get invitations into a channel?
You go to questsandchaos.com, and then it's in the top right link that says like connect, and there's a Discord link. Otherwise, yeah, it's weird. It's weird because you have to like have the invite. And if you search for an invite, you don't always find it. It's weird.
Yeah. But if you go to questsandchaos.com,
link.tr/questsandchaos.
Yeah,
is our link tree. Is that it? .tr.ee? Yeah, whatever.
Tr.ee.
Yeah. linkter.ee/questsandchaos. And that's how you get to all of our links.
All of our links, including patreon.com/questsandchaos. Join us there. You can help the players out by donating cards from the Deck of Inspiration, different effects created by our very own Thomas Cook. And yeah, speaking of donated cards, Sim Ogre has donated you all a card of Boosted Quick Thinking, which is what, Tumas?
This is a level 2 card. A well-thrown rock or a horrific scream. These are the tools of your distraction. Use a reaction to invoke disadvantage on an attack against you or a creature you can see within 40 feet.
Boom, bam. And we can tailor that however we like. A scream, a rock, or, slipping on some spilled over chamber pot. Who knows what's going to happen?
Oh, gross.
The Majesty. Yeah. Let's see.
I was going to do something, and then I forgot.
Let's see. I think that's it.
It's my motto.
I do have a couple of announcements. Later this evening, starting at 6 p.m., is Down Darker Trails, and we are giving away a set of these enormous Saguaro Birds of Paradise dice. These are the big chunks. Look how much bigger they are than regular dice. I know it's hard to see, but we're going to do that later this evening on Down Darker Trails.
Ooh, I know. If you were to describe them as dogs, what would be a normal dice and what would be the big chunk dice?
I mean, these are the Labradors of dice, right? Nice big labs, fun, don't live very long.
And then what about the small ones? What kind of dogs are they?
Like a Shibu Uno, like a Dogecoin. That's really the size of these.
There you go, folks. Now you have an accurate description in your head.
And now we know what Thomas thinks about certain dog breeds too.
I don't know what is the actual dog.
I think
Uno.
Headcanon. It's Uno now for me.
Uno.
Only one of those.
Just one of those.
Shiba Uno.
The comparative dice sets here now.
Cool. What else? Anything else? Oh no. Anyone want to shout at anything? Just chaos.
This entire day is just going to be chaos. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
I mean, a lot of cool. There's news, but we can't share yet. It's bad news, so we'll just leave it at that.
Make sure
There's bad news coming. That's a terrible tease.
Yay.
Anyway,
make sure you're connected on social media so you can collectively grieve with us whenever we are allowed to tell you what the bad news is.
yeah. There will be other news attached to the bad news, so we'll see how and when that plays out. But yeah.
Yeah.
And with that said, we're gonna go die in a dungeon full of demons now.
Oh my god.
What you were describing is life.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. As you can see, I'm not against the corner panel this time because we were setting up the table for in-person return.
Ooh.
Anyway, what do
Cool.
I need to do something, right?
Well, I believe, unless anyone else has anything they want to share, I'm going to run to the bathroom while we play the theme song. Oh,
Let's see if you can make it.
Rime of the
30 seconds.
Frostmaiden.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
He didn't make
Hey
it.
everyone, and we're back. James is not back. That is a short intro. That is
James fell
probably-
into.
He was probably doing those P's where he's, oh no, I gotta hurry, and then he was trying to hurry.
He was
he's-
just
Still on
reveling
the chamber
in the
pot.
majesty of Caer Dineval.
Behold, chaos agents, the majesty of James's urination.
Yes. Did I wash my hands? Only the sink and I will know. but that is
Gonna apologize in advance to all of our podcast listeners. No idea what our morning has been like, and are very confused
It's
about this
true.
entire.
But don't worry, podcast listeners. We'll let you know every time James touches his face without him washing his hands. He's touching his face right now.
Oh, he's rubbing it.
Don't know
Not
if he
just
wants
touching
it.
it.
Why? Why is this our brand today?
Today.
Oh my god. It's
pretty sure we ended on potty humor last time.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
those of you not listening to the podcast, but watching on live or YouTube, it is a black void behind us because I did not reconnect all the devices. I'll do that now.
Yeah.
Do. Yeah, that's what happens when you drink 3 glasses of water in the morning. It really wakes you up, but then you really gotta use the bathroom.
That
That
was
reminds
Sophia
me.
Loren's beauty secret. When
Oh,
asked how her skin stays so beautiful, she said, "I have a giant glass of water in the morning every day."
Yes, I do.
makes sense considering that we are what 80% water, 70% water, something like that. Something like you just gotta. You ever seen an aquarium that's been like sitting out in the sun too long and it's got that line, or like, ooh, I should be refilling.
With
Yeah.
the line.
The little scum line at the top of an aquarium or a fish tank.
Because the water is like dehydrated, like evaporated and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, that's humans, so you gotta hydrate. So Sophia Loren was on it.
I love
See,
it.
this is how I live forever. All right, that's how
Just water.
I'm 50 years old, y'all. Just so you know.
I believe it. You got that old soul.
Yeah.
After
We
this
saw you
week,
before the makeup this morning. You guys should really.
Join us on patreon.com to see me before and after makeup. Let's see. What happened last time? Y'all made it inside Caer Dineval, where you were greeted by good old Kadroth, a red tiefling in teal clothing and a bit of a paunchy butthead. But you were invited to actually stay, which was abnormal given the atmosphere that was presented of one of general disinterest. But Kadroth invited y'all to stay, and exploring eventually you did because you are adventurers. Despite the behest of good old Meek, the young tiefling servant boy who had to deal with all your bullshit. But what did happen? Renner tried to pretend to be a servant, failing spectacularly. Azar went into the kitchen and, despite her saying I've never cooked before, has so far made some pretty fantastic meals. They reconvened at their tower lodging where they saw little Meek break down in front of them and ask for their help-ish, sort of, kinda. Doesn't want to be there, but is afraid to leave. They eventually had their dinner with dinner with Kadroth, learning that they, at least the people here, getting the inclination that they may be worshippers of Levistus, one of the princes of the 9 hells. But after that little dinner, they were given a tour by good old Thoob, the ash-obsessed guard, who showed them like the majesty of Caer Dineval is pretty great. And then you see this room, and oh yeah, in that room, oh, here's this ash room, which was a burned down library, and oh, is that a shovel? Yes, you knocked him out, as well as another guard after you open the door on the opposite side of the library to the speaker's room, which people have been saying has been very sick, but not very sick he was. He simply was on the crapper. And that is where we take off. After Renner grabs Amoa high up on the shoulder, saying, "Look at the majesty of Caer Dineval."
So we'll just wait. Then Donovan turns his back to the speaker.
Well, certainly all of you can as well have the decency to turn.
Yeah. Donovan goes into the ash room.
Yeah. Elspeth will follow him out and just sort of look at everyone and be like, all right, so he's a peach, isn't he?
Yes. But that does leave an interesting question about what we do. Meek.
Yeah.
You said when we were in private that you wanted to be free. Are there more people being held against their will here?
Well, technically, yeah, but they're downstairs.
Okay. In cells or rooms?
Well, basically, there's a large holder of water downstairs with little rooms here and there, and they're being kept in there. Occasionally, I have to bring them food and all, and they're pretty nice, but
why are they being kept?
I don't quite know. They threw the bodies of the guards in the water, and I don't know why they're keeping the staff alive. Maybe if someone does come in and they're like, where's Talon? And they're like, oh, here he is. He's nice and healthy.
Wait, so they are so the guards that used to be guarding the keep with that speaker are being thrown into a giant pool of water.
Well, they're dead.
They're killed and then thrown in the water.
Yeah.
Or they're already dead.
Yeah. But the house staff, they're downstairs.
Are they just floating? Renner will have walked backwards, staring at the speaker as he walked back into the other room. But then he'll just be, are they? Am I to understand? They're still floating in the water.
No. They weighted them down, tied them up, and threw them in.
What does the water source supply? Does it supply this place with water?
I think so. Yeah.
That seems a little macabre, I must say. I don't.
Also, I'm not the most intelligent person, but putting bodies into your water supply is probably not a good idea, unless something is down there eating the body.
A little bit what I'm concerned about. Meek, is this the same place downstairs where they do their worship or their rituals?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not allowed to go look at it, but every now it's more of an individual thing. Like you see one person or two people go down, but it's very rarely like a big a congregation of some sort.
Right. Okay, so we've got devil worshippers in a large room with a pit of water full of the dead. That bodes very well. Okay.
So how is everyone feeling? Did we just have a rest?
I feel perfectly good since this morning, almost like I haven't exerted myself at all since then.
I've got a scimitar. Do we need to get our okay, so I don't like cultists. I've been through Baldur's Gate. Waterdeep has some issues.
My father spent his entire life trying to destroy cultists. Not a fan either.
Honestly, I'm not convinced your dad is not downstairs.
I mean, it'd be lovely if he was, but I don't think that's the priority right now. I think the priority is get innocent people out of here. My father can take care of himself. These people can't.
So Meek, I think you're joining us on an adventure as we free these people. Amoa, Azar, what do you guys think?
Meek should probably stay here. He's just sort of poking. It's kind of feels arm. He's not fighty.
Perhaps Meek could find an excuse to go head towards the gates and wait for us. Help us on that end of things once we get there. Unless you'd prefer to stay with us. But there is going to be fighting, and it's probably going to be pretty aggressive.
Hey, Meek, can you go fetch our gear?
Oh, that's gonna be a little tough.
Oh, so you can do it. That's good.
Well, it's probably being held by Fel and Huar, and they're pretty mean.
How many guards are there? There were 4 in here and Kadroth.
Yeah,
right?
y'all knocked out Yajoth and Thub here, and
So there's 2 left or 3.
well, then there's Huar and Fel, and there's actually quite a few that are just
just inside. There aren't that many inside.
inside. Well, there were 2 staring up and above, but I don't necessarily keep a number on them. There's quite.
Is there like an alarm bell or something here?
Not to my knowledge, but I'm pretty sure it's not the biggest keep. I'm pretty sure if someone started yelling, they would.
Not through stone walls. Probably in here outside. Had to get outside.
Do we just send someone to the courtyard to start screaming?
No, we take out the ones inside first.
We don't send someone out to start screaming to draw them all out so that everyone else can move about freely?
Why would they all go outside if someone comes from the inside screaming?
Go outside, start screaming outside to get the attention
Don't draw
outside.
attention. No, they don't know we're going to do anything yet. Knock out the ones here first, then we move on the ones outside. If they don't know we're coming, there's no need to draw attention.
The one thing that I would want out of my pack, or if I had my pack, is my lock picks, my thieves tool set.
Again, I can turn someone invisible. If someone thinks they can sneak in and get some of our things, but I can only do it to one person, and I can only do it once.
Meek, do you think you could do this since you know exactly where our things are?
Never been invisible before. Is it easy?
You're still not silent.
You just have to be quiet and try not to bump into anyone.
Let me ask you this, Meek. When you walk by people, do they acknowledge you?
No, not really.
Oh, you're invisible.
Well, that's true. I mean,
Well,
sometimes
close.
I do walk up to the gate area and I just kind of look out. But then once Huar and Fel sees me, I walk away just so I don't bother them.
Okay, well, it's either
All
you
right.
or Donovan.
Unless Imdra?
Oh.
I mean, I am very unfamiliar with this place. I mean, I can assume that it is up in that gatehouse. However, I do not know the quickest way there.
I truly believe that, Meek, I believe that you can do this. I've put misplaced faith in certain people before. However, I think that you know this area very well. I think that you can do this. And I think that since Master Mo has already stated that you are essentially an invisible person because no one bats an eye in your direction, you're used to being quiet. So I say you go retrieve a few items for us, and we shall wait here. Apparently, for the speaker to continue his long bowel movement, and we'll rendezvous back up here.
Well, what if?
Okay,
What if?
stop speaking like a crab. You can do this. You will be fine.
What if Donovan were invisible and I walk him over there?
You yourself said that you can. All right.
You're right. I think that's a better idea. You lead someone to where the things are, and then you quickly leave like you always do. They think it was just you, and it covers for whoever's slipping in to get what we need.
I've had invisibility cast on me before. When I put if I grab something, it also turns invisible. Does it work the same way with yours?
As far as I know, it's sort of a new skill, but
So I could put on the packs and front, back, shoulders.
Yeah, I would say grab whoever's packs you think have the most useful items or weapons, whatever is needed, and just carry them on you. I don't know that you'll be able to get everything, but you can probably get the most important things. Your lockpicks, your weapons.
Yeah, Azar, your bow that's out there, your staff.
Yeah, I'm okay.
If you can get the puffball pouch,
it's okay.
That would be helpful.
Yeah.
Possibly. Well, the book's not really important, but you might want to make sure that they haven't taken it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to cast Detect Magic so I have it up when I get out there, just in case there's any traps or anything. So give me 10 minutes as I cast Detect Magic.
Elspeth's gonna wait kind of by the door to the hallway and sort of keep a lookout that nobody comes looking while we're giving Donovan his 10 minutes.
Yeah, perception check.
Oh, starting the morning off good. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You look out and you look across this walkway, this U shape, and the two guards that were standing up and above while you were all sitting at the tables down below are not there anymore.
Great. I will relay that information back to the group.
Okay.
Renner's been impatient this entire time because we're waiting for the poop. We're waiting for Donovan. He's leaning up against the thing with his trident, kind of.
I'll ask Meek. Meek, are there usually a pair of guards indoors all the time?
I mean, it mainly for, I mean, y'all are the first guests that have been here, so yes, no. I mean, normally they just kind of meander about.
Maybe they went to get something to eat.
Maybe. At which point you hear the speaker. All right. So, are we good to go? Are we leaving right now?
Not exactly, but soon.
We're waiting.
Why
Are you offering to fight the guards with us?
No, that's not my job. Why?
Then
why
no, we're not all leaving right now. They're not just going to let us walk out the door.
Well, you took out these two guards right real quick. Why can't you do that with the rest of them?
Well, unless you want to come with us and fight, you're going to have to wait here until we do take care of the rest of them.
Persuasion check.
Ooh.
No, he can do whatever the hell he wants. I don't care. I'm just explaining facts. I don't care what he does.
Can it be an intimidation check? I want a czar. Lock her fists.
Henry Cavill, Mission
Yeah.
Impossible.
If he wants to come and fight, that's fine.
Well, I will wait then.
Good boy.
I knock on the door. No, I'm doing a ritual. Never mind.
It's part of the ritual. Just knock on doors.
Zarchadra, he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, I was going to say, Imdra, have you worked with him before back in the day? Like, this is what.
Yes, he is definitely one of the more abrasive speakers that I, frankly, was enjoying his lack of presence.
I was going to say, why do you even need him back? Like, we could leave him here.
We'll just elect a new speaker.
Right.
Amoa, you already had a campaign going.
Absolutely.
Well, it was one and not quite done. So,
Maybe we can deal with this after we've dealt with the, cult in the basement.
Oh, Meek, how do we get to the basement? Where's the door? I didn't see one.
Oh, yeah, that's the tricky part. It's on the northwest tower. There's a little door that's on the ground that they open up and they go down into. And there's probably going to be people relaxing, or it's what most of them do, maybe playing cards or.
That's where the guards stay, is the northwest tower.
Well, every tower is a place of rest for people. Y'all cleared out a few where y'all are staying in the northeastern tower. So yeah, there'll probably be people there.
Is there no systems of checking if the other tower is up? Do they not check? Maybe we could get into their uniforms.
It feels more like an occupation rather than I don't know what they're trying to do. They just like came in here and took over, and I walked in with them, but like I still don't quite know what they're doing.
Perhaps you can walk Donovan by this downstairs doorway on your way to the to retrieve our things, so that Donovan knows where it is as well and can relay the information to us.
I can do that. Sure.
Is there an inside entrance to that tower? Or do we have to go out in the courtyard?
It's in the courtyard. Yeah, you'll have to go outside and go across.
All right. So I know I'm doing ritual talking. Perhaps we should just take care of the guards outside. Open up the gate, let the speaker go, and that way they're not going to be coming behind us later.
Yeah.
And Meek, you'll have to stay inside this tower to be able to let us back in.
You're not in the tower. You're in the main keep.
In the main keep to let us. Yeah, I guess. Do you have keys? Meek, do you have keys to the towers?
I don't have keys. They won't. I mean, it's
locked?
mostly unlocked.
Okay.
Where's Kadroth's room?
Kadroth's room. Un momento, por favor. Okay.
You should go straight and kill him right away and just be done with it.
His room is right across this upper area. And when you go through the door, instead of going to the right, that's Hethel's room. You go to the left, and that's Kadroth's room.
I'm going to go give a listen to see if he's in his room with no guards around.
Sure. Yeah. You, I guess.
So I'm just going to sneak out, just give a quick listen, make sure there's no movement around downstairs, then go around to his door.
Okay.
And give a listen at the door, see if I hear him moving around in there or anything.
All right. Sneak. Stealth.
Stealth.
Sneak.
I roll sneak. Is that a 10? No, that's an 8. 14.
14. So you get low and you start to make your way across the U, and you go down the stairs into like that medium area, then come back up to the other portion of the U, and you go through a very familiar door. When you were delivering food to Hethel, you open it up and you see this long hallway, and the stern-looking man in the picture frame now has a name. It is the picture of Speaker Cranach there before you, looking very austere and showing
Not
none of
taking a
his
shit.
not taking a shit and showing none of his built-in smugness. But you go down and you know to the right is Hethel, and then to the left you see a closed door.
All right. I'm just go and just like listen at the door, see if it sounds like anyone's in the room.
Yeah, go ahead.
So perception.
Mhm.
That's better. That is 15.
15, you listen in and you press in close. You hear a bit of a roaring fire, but nothing else.
Just very quietly, just open the door, peek.
And as you look inside, you see a fire within crackling, a nice furnished desk, bed off to the side, but no one inhabiting it right now.
Okay. Let's go back and tell them it seems like the keep is empty, except for maybe Caer.
That's more concerning. If they know we're here on a tour, ostensibly, and they've just left us alone.
I'm gonna check downstairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say while if can we look over, or when Azar bounces to go look downstairs, a Renner will kind of sneak out just on the foyer area, and kind of lean over and start looking around and see if they can spot anyone else.
You look around and you don't see anyone.
So when Azar comes back with that information, I think it's like.
So the rooms downstairs are all empty?
You did not check the rooms downstairs, but like the lower
area. That's what I was
with...
going to do. I was going not just look. I'm going to check the rooms.
Okay.
See if they're occupied.
Yeah. So you go downstairs and you first go to the kitchen. Caro is there cleaning up still. He's like, "Oh, hey, how was the meal?"
It was very good. Do you know where the guards went?
Oh no, they kind of just come and go as they please.
Have you seen Kadroth?
Kadroth. No, not after your meal. I think he went.
Did he go outside?
Yeah, I think he stepped outside.
That's weird. Everyone seems to have left. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how to bar the doors?
Sorry?
The doors. How do you bar them?
Oh, well, I mean, there are keys that can lock them. Kadroth has those on his person. Yeah.
Okay. Well, go back upstairs and tell them the keep is ours.
Woo! I don't like this at all. Donovan, are you finished there? Shall I?
Yep, I can see Renner's Trident and my amulet.
And a stone
magic.
in my pocket. Yeah.
Magic. Yes. All right. What do you think? Should we just take care of the guards outside?
Maybe at this point we just go. We turn you invisible so you can try to get to our things, and the rest of us just go encounter whatever's going to befall us.
4 guards. We rush them hard. Attack the strongest one first.
Your telepathy. Do you have to be able to see the person to do it?
I do not know.
I don't think so. I think we just have to stay within range, and they have to accept the message. Which is why, at least the way I've been playing it, it's like you get a psychic nudge, and if you kind of allow
I
it
haven't
in.
actually looked at the items, so I'm not sure how it works.
Well, yeah, the items are
Ah.
dumb, especially in D&D Beyond, where it says
A telepathic
This-
monster doesn't need to see a contacted creature and can end the telepathic contact at any time. The contact is broken as soon as two creatures are no longer within range of each other.
Oh.
It's
So-
the range.
Yeah, so it's range, not line of sight. And Donovan and I both have 60-foot range, I believe.
Oh, 60 feet. Shoot. How big is? Would Donovan be able to get how far from the gate to like the front doors?
I don't think it was that far.
Well, so y'all came in and there was the double
Yeah.
iron gates, and basically there's doors on both sides of those.
Yeah. Would Donovan be able to like keep in contact with us invisibly? So if there's like a problem, he could just say, "Come and help," and we could rush, or would he be too far away?
If I go stand in the courtyard, like at the front doors and near the front doors, then I could become a midpoint. If you all need to be elsewhere, I stay within 60 feet of him, and then you all stay within 60 feet of me or him.
Sure.
The longer we stand here, the more likely they are to come back and find out what we've already done. So we should probably get moving regardless.
Can we see the doors from where we are in this little parapet moment, or if we're right outside the door?
The doors to the keep or
the
the
first set. Like if Elspeth were to go out to those doors stealthily, hang out in front of the doors, could we see her to give us a hand signal or something if we needed to rush real quick?
from where? Up above?
Yeah, where we could, like if we just open the door right
Mhm.
where we are.
Well, if you would have to look over the banister and look
Sure.
down.
But we could see that.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. And there's no reason not to be downstairs to keep it empty except for us and Kara.
Yeah,
That's a good point, too.
I have a feeling that I know myself pretty well, so this is probably going to go down. So
Yeah, and we should be close enough to rush in and help. So, are we ready to do this? Meek, you ready to go take a quick look off the parapets and sort of indicate where Donovan needs to go to get our things?
Sure. Yeah. Let me just Okay. All right. Let's go. Yeah.
Do you ever bring them food? Maybe we could give you some food to bring them in wherever they are, so you have an excuse to be there.
I thought you said we weren't supposed to draw attention to ourselves. I think it's better if we just go.
Bringing them food isn't running out in the courtyard and yelling. If he's nervous about not having an excuse to be there, maybe he can have an excuse to be there.
Sure.
Would you be
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. And then Renner will just take the discarded soup that I think is it on him still? Or the bowl is probably on the ground. I don't remember where it is.
The bowl is well away because it happened back in the
Oh,
tower.
I thought it was in here. I thought it was in this
No.
tower. I was like, all right.
No, we
Just
were in
run
a
in the
totally
kitchen, grab the
different.
whole
What?
pot.
We were in a totally
Renner, I was
different
gonna say
building.
Renner is going to go grab the chamber pot, grab it,
So funny.
hand it
Chamber
to
pot.
hand it to Meek and be like, here you are. Take this. If anything, say he needed to do more, or whatever it is. I don't know.
What am I supposed to do?
Stay in here, Kranich. What's his name?
Kranich.
Kranich.
Here's
Stay. And then he'll
my-
slam the door.
I open the door, hand in the crossbow. Here's a crossbow. Shut the door.
What? King. Meanwhile, Mika's just holding a chamber pot. What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Say you're taking it outside. I don't know what you do here. I just go in the ocean.
Oh. Okay.
I only have 5 minutes left on my detect magic. I am going to go.
Yeah, I was just saying,
Yeah,
Elspeth is just
yeah.
gonna like slap Donovan on the back, cast invisibility on him, and
Yeah.
she is gonna go post up by the main doors into the keep so that she's in sort of like the midpoint of the area. Because the other thing is this is a concentration spell, so she is going to try to avoid getting into a conflict until she gets confirmation from Donovan that he has our shit.
That's
Mhm.
fair.
I'm going to stealth across the courtyard. And then if I have to, I'll have Mage Hand up already.
Mhm.
Wait, is Mage Hand concentration?
I don't think
I
so.
don't believe so.
No. Mage hand is not concentration, so you're fine.
Okay, cool. So I'll have Mage Hand up and detect magic, and I'm heading to basically the kill hole or murder hole where our stuff is.
Oh.
So as you walk towards the
Yeah, and the other murder. I was like, which murder hole? The one. Wait. Wait for us.
The airlock.
Got it.
Yeah.
as you open the doors, and or are you following Meek, or are you just going by yourself?
I'll follow Meek.
Okay. So you walk out with Meek, as Meek is just holding the chamber pot, trying to like walk around inconspicuously. You look over on the other side, and where the kill hole is, the doors are closed. And he's like, or Meek is like, Mr. Donovan, are you still there?
And in his head, I go, yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I don't need to speak out loud, do I?
Nope. Just think back to me.
Okay. And you hear it back in your brain. Am I doing this right? Is this, can you hear me?
You're doing fabulous.
Thank you. All right. Well, we're going to go up those stairs, and you see on the trapezoidal shape of this, on like that western side of that, there's this angle, and there's stairs that lead upwards, and you follow Meek up the stairs and across the walkway down to the southwest tower.
Are we're heading to the gatehouse?
That's where they would keep it, the upper level.
They moved our stuff.
Probably.
So I have 30 feet detect magic. Can I detect
Your stuff at the moment? No.
Okay, I'll keep following Meek then, if that's where he says our stuff is going to be.
And
then I'll relay that we're heading away from the gatehouse to the south tower.
Mm-hmm. Meek knocks on the door while trying to jumble the chamber pot. And you walk in as there are 4 guards just milling about, just lounging. And you see Meek there. It's like, just delivering some food to Felon War. And they're like, go ahead. And he's like, okay. And you watch him walk a little stiffly.
Okay, it's our stuff. I'll stealth behind him.
Mm-hmm. Roll stealth with advantage, please.
No, not good. 16.
16 so far. You don't draw any attention as they are lounging about and seeing that Meek is carrying this massive chamber pot and calling it food.
Okay. I don't see our stuff anywhere.
As you make your way around this southwest tower and go to the door on the opposite side, it starts to ping off.
All right. I'll keep a look. See, trying to kind of head that way.
Mm-hmm. And you follow me, or Meek continues to lead you towards this opposite door, and he knocks and opens. And there before you, you see a small hallway with a door to the left, which is where it's like massively pinging. And then it continues outwards, and based on your mental map, you know you are on top of the gates.
Okay.
And you can actually see these massive holes in the ground in which the metal bars would fall and rise, as well as 8 holes directly in the ground.
Okay. I will go into the place and close the door behind us to shut us off from the other guards.
War, Fel, are you here? They're not responding.
Our stuff is in this room. Mentally, I say our stuff is in this room to the left. Can we open that up?
It's likely locked. They have keys for that.
Those guys in back there?
No, Huar and Fel and Kadroth. It's
okay.
the armory in there.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak ahead and see if I can find this person.
Okay.
And I'm gonna mentally reach out to Elspeth and just say, hey, I'm in this. I describe where I am. I don't know if it's too far away.
Based on where you said you were headed
what's
the
the
first
range
time
y'all have?
it's 60, but when he first initially said like we're heading up to this tower or whatever, I would have moved to a little bit to the west, kind of where I think, if I'm remembering correctly, where the outhouse is.
Mhm.
Just because that is a place where I can get myself a little bit closer to him to stay within range, and also because that is a place where I can loiter around and have an excuse for loitering.
Okay.
I am also occasionally like scanning up into the sky so that if anybody wanders by and is like, what the fuck are you doing? I can say I'm looking for my owl to see if he's hungry.
Mm-hmm. So you send out this message and you're by the outhouse, right?
I believe so. If I'm remembering the map of where everything is, then yeah, I think that's where I want to be, is by the outhouse.
You reach out, Donovan, and Elspeth, you hear a gate.
I'm gonna walk a little further into the courtyard, like I'm looking for the cell phone signal.
And you
so dumb.
find it as Donovan's like, I'm here. All right, I'm here.
Great. I will just reach back and say, let me know if you need me to try to provide some assistance or a diversion.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
And as you walk around, Donovan, so far this upper area seems pretty quiet. But as you go across the other side, there's a door, which, again, your mental map can tell you it's probably the southeastern tower. As you approach that area, the door opens up, and you walk in as this raven-haired blue tiefling walks through with a lot of pomp and pride as they strut through, and behind them, a very hunched-looking, meagerly in the sense of their stature, human male, just kind of following behind. And across the way, they see Meek, who's like, just gonna dump the speaker's chamber pot. And you watch as the blue tiefling's like, very well, go ahead. And you watch as Meek goes over to the edge and just goes,
Do I see the keys on either of them?
perception check.
That's not bad. 12 plus 1, 13.
13.
You want to boost it? Do we have anything to boost it?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay to fail this.
You look about them and you do not see it on either. Across the way, you hear Meek. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now.
So, two things. In my mind, I go, probably need to come out here to Elspeth, get the gang, and then which one looks... So they both look tough. Which one looks like it has the lower armor class?
They both look about the same.
Both wearing leather?
Yes.
Which one looks tougher? The tiefling or the human?
The tiefling does stand pretty straight up. The hunched stature of the human... Do an insight check if you want.
19.
19. Nice. You get the sense that it is the tiefling has much more of the superiority in stature, while the human male is just kind of falling around, watching, keeping tabs might be the word, but watching, learning from the tiefling.
Both wear necklaces, or both are...
Yes, they both have those teal, almost pendant arrow-shaped necklaces with a black sword in the middle.
Okay. I go and to Elspeth, I'm like, let's go now. 4 guards in the outer area or outer gatehouse, or I described where they were.
She's gonna just ping back and say, I'm getting the others, lure anyone you can to the edge where they're in sightline. And then she will dip back towards the main keep to poke her head in and be like, well, we're about to pop off. Everybody get ready for some fun. We've got at least 6.
And as you pop back and you turn around, you see a very familiar red paunchy old tiefling surrounded by 4 guards. Being like, Lady Elspeth, it is good to see you. We're about to head down. Were you interested in partaking in learning about more about your father's passions?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Please follow me.
Was I able to relay my message to the rest of the team?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you 4 up top with Imdra.
Waiting by the doors.
We do this thing.
No, I think they're like
reason-
right
yeah,
inside
we
the
were
door.
waiting by the
Turn
doors.
back.
No reason to
Turn
stay
right back.
upstairs.
Yeah.
You all descend downstairs and you watch as Elspeth is starting to get led away into the northwestern tower. And among you 4, Imdra just kind of splits off and starts to meet up with them.
Oh, no subtlety in his art at all. Like, wait up.
Friends, we're just taking Lady Elspeth here to show a little bit of interest in Caer Dineval.
Okay.
You all should go. I believe Donovan was headed back to the room. I'm sure we'll be along quite shortly if you want to go join him. Telepathically, like to Azar, again relaying, like he said there's 4 and then there's 2 and things are about to get bad and you should probably go now.
Not leaving you.
Somebody's got to go back up Donovan. I'm fine.
Oh,
Did you poke all of us or just Azar?
Can I do multiple people at a time? I don't, because I think I can only do 1 at a time.
Got it.
I would be like relaying the like strategy information of there's 4 and there's 2 that I got from Donovan to everybody sort of cyclically. So it's like ping 1 person, relay the information, retract, ping 1 person, relay the information, retract.
I think Renna, just literally trying to think what Renna would do in this situation. I think Renna would grab a mower and be like, Mower, I need to go to the outhouse.
oh, I know just the place.
Ah,
Well, if you're looking for the outhouse, it's right over there. And you look over about 10 feet away from this northwestern tower entrance is the outhouse.
ah,
Oh,
there it is.
Elspeth is just gonna, oh god, this is gonna go so poorly. Elspeth's just gonna kind of walk up closer to Kadroth and sort of like offer out her hand and just be like, really, sightseeing. We get very distracted. Please, I'd love to see what you have to show. And just kind of like try to like take his arm and just be very interested in what he has to say.
Mm-hmm. Make
So
a
fucking badly.
Oh, what would this be?
seduction.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then
Whatever it is, it's a charisma skill, which I don't have. So.
Yeah,
let.
Can I help? Can I help?
How would you help?
Oh, I would also caress the arm.
Take his other arm. Take his other arm.
Everyone.
Oh, where we go?
Oh yeah, Lady Elspeth really likes to see the sights, if you know what I mean.
Roll a. Are you genuinely interested in this, or are you trying to distract?
I am in fact genuinely interested in seeing
Okay.
what they're up to. If anything's fucking with me. It's the fact that I am trying very clearly to give them cues to go help the person who is actively about to be in trouble, and they're not leaving, which is making me look more sketchy.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Make a persuasion check.
persuasion? Okay. I can't even like give myself guidance because I'm concentrating on keeping Donovan invisible for as long as possible. 12.
Super mom.
Kadroth sees this quick back and forth and is like, do not worry, friends. She will be in our care.
I think Donovan has like started a fight like 10 minutes
no,
ago.
Okay, I will say, if at any point there is heard scuffling or like we can pick up something going on upstairs, Renner's going to excuse himself from his mission to get to the outhouse and just start walking towards that direction, general direction.
I mean, Elspeth will ping into somebody's brain again. We're going to say Renner at this point because she knows she can probably get him to listen more than Azar. She's just going to ping and be like, no, I mean, she's going to say, Donovan's starting a fight. If I get him inside, he won't see it happen. Go help.
In hearing that, Will excuse himself. Renner's just gonna be like, excuse me, and give like a little bow and just start walking in the direction that she had mentioned before.
Ding. Okay. Donovan, are you starting a fight?
No, nobody pinged me to say wait.
I was out of range. I can't ping you anymore.
Ah.
I had to move out of range of you to talk to them. I'm pretty sure.
So you started a fight?
I'm waiting for the opportune moment to stab. Trying to think. I'm trying to determine if I can one-shot anybody. There will be a loud boom, but
Gotta be stabbing someone.
yeah.
Who are you gonna
Which one do I think I can one-shot? With 48.
48.
Booming blade.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh, and then I'm assuming that they're going to come after me.
Where I'm sorry, Booming Blade gives you 48 right now?
Well, it gives me 1d8 for booming blade because I'm 5th level now. 1d8 for the attack, and then I will.
1d6. You're a scimitar.
Oh, dang it!
Don't do
Okay.
it.
Oh,
Don't
well.
do it.
Too late.
Too late.
Okay.
Regrets.
With the 19 insight, to you they feel comparable.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a scimitar. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Then I will invisibly try and stab a tiefling in the back.
Ah, cool. So you're going for fell. All right. Roll an attack at advantage.
Okay, so the lowest one is a 4. The other one is a 7. Because that's a 4 and a natural 1.
Just go. Why didn't you guys just go?
He still would have stabbed before anyone showed up.
Yeah, but you'd be closer.
Is there any, there's nothing to do. There's nothing we can do. We could spend 2 luck to randomly draw a card and maybe I'll get the
No, you know what, Thomas? You made this mess.
Yeah, I think so. That's
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. You can do whatever you want.
That's just awful.
So
I totally biff and miss. Does it
miss?
no,
Do you
as soon
hit
as-
me?
invisibility.
As soon as you make an attack,
Yeah.
Oh.
the
Wow.
spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Would you feel it, Elspeth? Would you feel the invisibility fade?
I don't know if this is a thing we've ever established for this campaign, but I have generally, as a player, followed the rule that if your concentration breaks, you do feel it because
Oh yeah.
that's how you know that you're no longer concentrating. So I would say I probably do feel it, and I'm gonna give you, whoever's still here, just a little bit of a big-eyed look and glance up toward the gatehouse.
Yep, and you feel that go off. As is anyone joining Elspeth with Kadroth? Still gonna try.
Did Donovan attack with the booming blade that is noisy?
I did, but I don't know if the boom went off.
Because you missed, I don't think it does.
Okay.
I know Indra, it seemed
thunder
Indra was
damage.
going.
Okay.
Indra was going with you, right, Elspeth? Or no? It seems like that.
Ooh, and in fact, the booming energy doesn't go off until they move.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, who's going where?
Renner's on his, when getting the ping, Renner has been on his way to Donovan, wherever, yeah. I don't know where he is at this point, though.
I would have told you that he's on top of the gatehouse. Like, take the stairs, go through the tower. You may run into me.
Done. Yeah, done.
Because that's what I got from Donovan.
So en route.
Okay. And Azar, what you doing?
Well, let's see.
I love it.
Staying.
Dang.
Dang.
Amo, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna go follow Rena.
Rena? Okay. So as you two walk away, Azar stays put, as does Imdra, who's kind of crosses their arms, and Kadro's like, it will be fine. Captain Arlagath, he'd be like, well, every lady needs a knight, right?
It's very sweet of you, Captain Argalath, but I think we're just going to go on a brief tour. It's really all right. I'm not sure why you are behaving like this. It's rather rude to our host, don't you think?
Well, as your guard, I should be with you at most moments.
Very well. Let's go. Kadroth,
And yes, this is also one of Lady Elspeth's guards, Azar. Ah, well. A lady indeed. We would not want to make you feel uncomfortable.
oh, don't worry about me. I'll be perfectly all right.
Mhm.
Shall we?
Yes, indeed. As you enter into the southwest tower, Donovan, you swing as your invisibility flies away. A little zealous in the swing, and you miss completely. And
I do not know how
fell
scimitars
and-
work.
The weight
I was like
is-
swinging it backwards. And...
You're more used to the stabbing motion of rapier,
Yes.
but as you swing down, you smack into rock and making sparks fly as Huar and Fel both look to you, and it's like, I need you to roll initiative.
All right. 13.
13. Excellent. Well. Let me grab you over here. And let's see. Renner headed up the stairs with Amoa.
Is there Sirenscape playing?
There is.
Oh, really? There is
Well, it
now.
was
I see
supposed
how
to.
that.
Yeah.
I see how it works.
Play Rust. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun,
God,
dun,
I was
dun,
really
dun.
hoping for a nat 20 on that roll instead of a nat 1. That
Let's see. Here. I am.
that would have been
looking-
epic instead of epic failure.
Let's see. I need some. Let's just get some.
A 7 on advantage.
What am I looking for? Character. Sure, we'll go with that. And let's grab
Is there a
you.
map?
And where? Let me grab a meek. Where's a meek? They don't
Is there a
have
map?
It sounds like there's a map.
Sure, let's make this marine meek. Okay. Ow.
Marine.
Marine.
You know, I think Meek is armed with a chamber pot. Therefore, he is an ally within 5 feet.
Meek has left y'all since. So, all right. Can you see that? It's a larger map because it's a
You need
key.
to share it. You need to like move the
I believe I
ribbon.
did. Are we on the right one?
It's up. It's up now.
Oh,
It-
did
it
my
took a
thing
minute to
freeze?
load.
Oh, okay.
Let's choose someone who's a bit more prominent.
Wait, where are you, Donovan?
He's
On
in the gate
top
on
of
the
the
southern
gatehouse.
side.
I don't see. Oh.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put Meek there. Oh look, it's Inqua.
Hey, Inqua. Oh, hey guys.
God, if only we had Inqua.
Crossover. He can't do anything now. His hands are too shaky.
Oh no, man. The last time I saw you
That's
did
true,
a
that's
shit
true.
ton of damage. Right.
Here is a roll 20.
See, there we go. Oh wait, no. Wait. How do I make this? Nope. It's the GM layer, it's fine. Oh shit. Let's see, Control Z. Who?
It's not your
I
fault.
haven't
Roll
used
20
roll
is hard.
20 in I don't know how long. There we go.
Cannot wait until we stop using it.
Goodness gracious. All right. So let's see. What'd you roll, Donovan?
13.
13. Donovan. Well, the unfortunate part for you is I rolled very well for the other two.
And I'm right next to them, correct?
Yes. So I will move that 1 second. And I also need to give you command of your character sheet or of your character. If I'm on the right plane. There we go. We're remembering, folks. We're remembering.
Wow, it has been a long time.
There we go. And while we're at it, Renner and Amoa, while you do not know fighting is going on, I will ask you to roll for initiative as well.
That weird sixth sense we've all developed about the rest of the party is just tingling in everyone's brains. Like, I feel like someone did something that seemed like a good idea at the time and turned out not to be. Should probably be ready to fight.
What'd you two get?
6.
14.
14. What's your dex, Renner?
+3, 16.
Okay, +3. Thank you.
Uh-oh. I wish that we had one of the, every time Elspeth gets a thing, I just imagine that scene from Home Alone where she goes, Kevin! Whenever one of us, whenever something's happening.
In the plane.
So yeah,
Or-
if it comes up on the channel, I know every time it's like,
Can you imagine how much worse this would be if I had gone with one of my other character ideas and she'd been a Kalashtar? This would have been a freaking nightmare.
Nightmare, Kalashtar.
hey.
Haha. Okay, so starting off, as you swing down on Fel, we're gonna make her the red one. She's a blue tiefling, she's red, whatever. And you zealously swing. She turns to you and you see her weave a couple signs in the air while clutching the pendant in her chest. And I need you to make no, I don't want that one. Which one is this? Wisdom saving throw.
On saving throw. Sounds good. Oh, Rick. That's a fail. That's a 4.
4. You feel your body just tightened up as they have their hand extended out. You are currently paralyzed.
It's exactly the sound.
Ooh, shit.
Good thing you can't poop while you're paralyzed.
Yeah, so you are currently paralyzed. I'm going to consider Renner and Amoa right now as the same block because y'all aren't in combat. So, Renner and Amoa, you are going to continue walking down.
Do we hear any of the scuffle yet, or?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Oh.
A 7.
I got a 21.
21?
I did.
At one point you hear a ting.
Oh, that's enough. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go.
These castles don't make tink for no reason.
These castles don't make tink for no reason.
Amoa is just ramped for a fight anyway. He already hates this place and these people.
Yeah,
Any
it's just something.
But
Look at
as
how
y'all
impatient Renner is.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, Amoa. Let's go. Let's do it. No, we probably would be walking at a brisk pace.
as you walk pretty briskly, you open the door to the tower, and there you see Meek. He's like, "Oh, hello. Would you like a
There's
tour?"
my chamber pot.
"Oh, for sure. Here you go." And as you look inside, there are currently 4 guards who are just kind of like looking over. It's like, what's happening over there?
This young one took my chamber pot, and I was not done with it yet.
"I'm sorry, sir. It looked like you were done."
Whatever. You to point and points at one of the guards. What's the guy's name that we just met down there? The big bulbousy guy again? I forgot.
Adroth?
Cadroth requested your presence. Lady Elspeth is getting a tour of downstairs.
Make a persuasion check.
A little 4'9".
Or actually, because I would
Oh.
say deception. I would say deception.
Should I use the same roll, or can I re-roll?
Well, you can use the same roll.
No, can I re-roll? Okay. Well, if it's a deception check, 3.
8?
No, 3.
Oh,
3.
3. Oh, that's even worse.
Oh yeah, yeah.
At that
Ah,
insistence, they stand up and be like, "What do you mean? Kadroth is showing Lady Elspeth downstairs."
Look for yourself.
And they start, not only them, but they start to, others start to approach.
The door or us?
You, kind of blocking your path to getting to the other side. Meanwhile, Meek is in between, like, and you can see him slowly trying to shuffle to the back. Meanwhile, oh well, just in case, let's roll initiative for those fools. Damn.
those fool.
Okay. Wow. All right, James, rolling.
James rolls hot in the mornings. This
He
was a bad
does.
idea.
No, let's
y'all.
keep playing in the morning. Gotta go to Vegas, do that morning buffet, and then hit up the slot. No, I hate the slots. That's boring. So
Speak
you
for
are
yourself.
currently frozen in place, Donovan, as Huar steps forward, looks at you. Now, why would you want to do something like that? And takes out his dagger, and since you're paralyzed, let's see, paralyzation.
Auto crit.
Yep,
Auto
auto crit.
If they hit.
Advantage on the attack.
Yep, advantage. And if they hit, okay.
Just wait, yeah, so they have advantage. Well, wait, so if they have advantage, do we want to use this card right now and give them a regular roll?
Sure. I mean, I feel like you do. Yes, let's do it.
We might as
Sure,
well.
why-
This is
Yeah.
going to go badly for somebody regardless, so let's try to mitigate that.
Do it.
up front.
Do it. Yeah.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Regular roll.
Regular roll.
Regular roll.
That is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Nice.
As they try and stab in, it sinks into your armor just a little bit, and Fel, who's holding you there, is like, "We'll have to put more of your back into it. Make sure you pivot, Huar." Yes, Fel. And they go for a second one.
Mm.
Whoa! Oh, second attack.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, that's a 21 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
Auto crit. So that is where did my D4s go? There it is.
I have 10 temp hit points. That's still up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we all do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's every morning.
Because until now, no one's taken damage today.
44 to hit. 44 damage with a dagger.
Well, that's not bad. Okay, so that is 7 damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Do I get to make another after taking damage? Do I get to make a save?
you. Let's see.
Is it hold person?
Yes. At the end of each of its turns.
Mm.
Come on.
So, and then it's a bonus action. You watch as they weave in their hand more, this time Huar, weaving a spell, and before you, a massive spectral block of ice just appears next to you. Next time I won't miss.
What does the block of ice do?
It is a spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, turns out
The
my
Chilson
random
drinks.
guess of which devil they worship was 100% correct.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Fuck
Meanwhile-
me.
you're about to get iced, bro.
Ah, in the vein. Is that what the kids do? Yes.
And the adults.
Sheesh. Gotta cool these veins. Look at these rolls. Meanwhile, Azara, Elspeth, and Imdra, you are led into this northwestern tower as one of the guards moves slightly in front of Kadroth and opens a trap door at the bottom. And Kadroth begins to descend, or first a guard, then Kadroth. And he's like, as he's going down, do not worry, it is just below, as he starts to go down.
Elspeth will follow.
Okay. Cool. Donovan, it is your turn. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
At the end of my turn, 9.
9. You try to struggle, but your muscles just continue to lock up. We take it to the top of the round. With Fel,
My God.
who, standing right next to you, maintaining concentration on hold person, will also take out a dagger. I think I'm going to... Oh, well, she's not Imdra. I think I'm going to have fun with this one. And going to make 2 attacks on you. First one. Ooh, that's a natural 20, but it's already crit. And then the other one is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, both hit.
So, 1, 2, 3. Do I have a... Thought I had more d4s. Oh, there it is. Two, 3, 6, 10 plus 4. 14 damage. As you feel 2 daggers, stabs go into your abdomen, and you try to scream out, but your locked jaw just is not allowing you to say anything.
Does uncanny dodge still apply if I'm paralyzed?
I'm gonna say
It's
no,
uncanny. It's uncanny.
because it's a dodge.
can't move.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Renner.
Unused.
It's-
I don't get reactions when I'm paralyzed.
Yeah, that was the question. Do you get reactions? So.
Meanwhile,
So how
Renner.
much was that? 17.
Damage. You took 14 damage.
Oof. Okay.
Do we hear, if he's paralyzed, do we hear noises coming from him?
You do not.
Wrong.
Yeah, it's just like.
And then just as for my own curiosity, if someone is psychically linked, if they're psychically linked and that happens, paralyzation or something, does the link sever or can you tell?
Well, the thing is, he does not know who's coming, so he has not sent out the link.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Gotcha. Okay. I wasn't sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was like the Force where like, I can't feel them anymore. You know, that kind of thing.
The last person he linked with was Elspeth, and she
Right.
is now out of range, which he would
Got it.
know.
Got it. Okay. I was just
He
curious.
knows she's not coming.
Okay.
Surprise! Sorry.
Meek ran off to get help.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
Meek just slowly backing up behind you and Amoa. Renner,
Hmm.
your go. What's up?
Was Meek at the door, like the other door, when we first saw him?
So, like, when you open the door, can you see the tower?
I can. I just don't remember
so
where he was. to
as
start.
you open the door, Meek was there in front of you with the chamber pot, and he is now slinked over onto the wall behind you and just.
He was not at the door where Donovan had just entered, correct?
No.
He
So
was at the
I
door
have
you
no idea what's going on in here. Okay.
You do know that I told you there are 6 unfriendlies, and you
And
only
you said
see
that Donovan is up here somewhere.
I said Donovan was above the gatehouse, or was in the gatehouse above the gate, and that there were 2 and 4.
How tall are these people in front of me?
About 5'8", 5'9".
Okay. Renner's gonna look very quickly. Renner's gonna look very quickly up at Amoa, kind of wink, and then he is going to somersault through the legs of the first one, and then book it to the other. If he sees, because I think he can see the door from where he's at through these people. He can see this door.
Yes.
So he's just gonna somersault through the legs, or like attempt to do it. Maybe trying tripping a couple of them as he goes, and then booking it towards the door. He just
All
sees
right.
a door and he's gonna run towards it.
Acrobatics check.
Absolutely. I am proficient in that. That is a nat 20
Hey.
plus
Okay.
his proficiency of 6. So that
6.
is
Ooh.
yes.
So as they're kind of slowly approaching, you see an opening within their legs, and you go look up at Moa, wink, and whoom, dive in and roll. You go past the first one, and they're like, What? And as you start to run past the second one, the other one already has their hand on their blade, and they slash out as you move past. They're gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Sure.
Let's see. You get, I think, there.
Watch carefully, Meek.
30 feet. Oh, you get one more. One more, and that's just your movement, but they do take an attack at you, which is scrapes across your chainmail as it goes. And you are currently there. You still have your action and bonus action.
Love. Can I? No, I guess I can't retcon. I can't grab them as I'm going by, right?
No, I would say it's
Cool.
either
Love
way.
it. It's more stuff. Okay. You know what? I'm going to the door. I'm gonna go through the door. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, podcasters. There's a door right in front of me. I'm gonna burst through because Renner is not casual, and then he'll just end up kind of in the middle of this.
And just as past the corner of that wall where you find yourself at, you see Donovan being held up frozen. You see a massive spectral ice and 2 people just taking stabs at him.
He's in.
Speaking
Scream out! He's in here, Moa. And going to summon the trident because I actually don't even know if I'm holding it currently.
Yeah, so it took your action to do the additional move.
Cool. Okay.
Yes.
I'll do action surge. I don't think manifesting is an action though. Is it?
It's a bonus action.
Okay, yeah. So bonus action that, and then I'm gonna chuck my my trident at the one that looks. Who can I see?
The closest one to you is
both?
Huar, the one who has the massive spectral piece of ice.
Yeah, if I see someone like it looks like he's frozen, and I see someone holding out a hand, or if I see someone doing something that looks like they're doing something magical, we'll throw it at that person.
Okay.
Whoever that is.
Quick perception check, Rime.
Perception?
Yeah.
11 plus 5, so that's 16.
16. You see on the opposite side of Donovan, Fell, this blue tiefling just holding out a hand as they're taking shots at them with the knife.
Chuck it.
Yeah, they're 45 feet away, which I believe tridents are 20-60.
Yeah.
So at disadvantage, please.
Okay. It's a 17, and that's a 22.
Ooh, 17. Threading the needle between Huar and Donovan, you just and you watch as these blue eyes stare deeply at you, and they are, let's see, I believe they have
Concentration.
Donovan's getting the George R.R. Martin treatment right now.
where oh no, I didn't want to do that. Why did it close? Whoops.
Renner, did you roll your damage? Because that's
No.
going to determine the concentration DC. Which is the really important thing here, not the
yes,
damage, but the concentration.
Which, let's
For
see.
real.
Range 60, so 1d8 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12 max damage.
Nice.
Damage, nice. Sorry, 12?
12.
Nice. As that sticks deep into Fell.
9 or lower? Is that the
I
DC?
need- yes, but I need tieflings. Where is tiefling? Where is it? It is. Let's see. Where are you? What am I looking for?
No, what are you looking for?
The
Is she a cleric general?
It's going to take its reaction to point at you as you stab it and just, this
Okay.
is not concentration, right? Nope, it is a reaction. Cool. And you watch as blue flames just engulf you. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, you make it, but you do take... oh, wow, 19 by half, you take 9 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
As this blue flame engulfs you. Next up after that is...
Did they make their con check?
Oh, yes, thank you.
And Renner's skin is getting crispy.
As the scent of fried fish fills the air, Donovan, you still remain frozen. Okay, next up is Huar, who is going to use their spiritual weapon to smack you. Which is, you can...
Advantage.
Yes, it's a bonus action, and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet. Oh, when you cast it, you could have made an attack spell. Oh, well, I didn't do that. But they're going to smack you with this giant block of ice. That's a natural 1 and a 7 plus 4. That's a 11.
That bounces off my studded leather.
Hey.
They too, very zealous, just like bring their hand up, and then as the ice just smashes down, making a giant crack in the stone below. Probably would have hurt if it actually hit you. But again, Fella's like, stop trying to be fancy and just kill him. And Huar's like, fine. And then he'll take out his dagger and go for 2 attacks. Wow. Oh, okay. 21 and a 17.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. Is that a 1? Is that a 1? That is a 1. That is 6 plus 4, so another 10 damage.
All right.
Cool. That is for Donovan. You're up at the end of your turn. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
12.
12.
That sounds like something we could use inspiration on. Yeah.
I will say this, as you feel that 2 stabs come in, the pain just snaps to and your mind just clears and you feel yourself loosen up. And
I kind of hope you don't have any more spell slots.
Too true, too true. Next up, after Donovan, Omoa, you see as the guard to the furthest away from you takes a swipe as Renner barrel rolls through and tries to take a swipe. There's 4 of them standing before you.
And Renner is kind of just past them, right?
Yes. Or you saw Renner go in through the door on the opposite side of the tower, no longer being able to see them.
Right. From where I am, I'm just gonna immediately channel out a fireball, because we're all kind of in the they're all kind of together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let me
James's face. Firebolt? Firebolt? That one?
fireball.
A fireball.
No, it's a ball.
No, it's a ball.
It's a ball,
Ball.
not a bolt.
It's
Okay.
a ball.
I'm assuming you're going to channel that so that way it only hits the 4.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 7.
No, it's
It's a
them.
save
It's
from
on
them.
their-
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just
right.
do it.
Right.
What is it? Is it
8d6.
what's fireball? 8d6?
8d6. Yeah.
Yeah, roll that
Yeah.
8d6. We'll see if any of them survive.
See who
Oh my
passes.
god, yes, Amoa, yes.
I wonder if they're vulnerable to fire.
Oh. Do I
I
just
don't
give you
think
the
I don't think these guys are tieflings, so it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Also, if they're Levistian worshippers, then their primary element is ice, not fire. So
Do I give you the damage?
I don't know what the stat block
yeah.
is. I'm just,
What's the damage, Amo?
37?
Nice.
37.
Nice.
Barbecue time?
You feel your eyes shift in color as you drop down this massive fireball in the middle of this small watchtower, and you and Meek just watch as fire erupts from behind these guards and just engulfs them all. And you're like, that was pretty. Meek is like, whoa. And as the fire clears, you just watch as 4 bodies, one of them just kind of still just wobbling around before.
Oh.
I give Meek a little wink with like my eyes still kind of like in that slight glow.
One of us is competent.
The fuck?
Meek puts down the chamber pot and uses it.
oh.
Well, that was your action, Amoa, and all of these guards are gone. Would you like to move? What would you like to do? Anything else?
Yeah, I sort of gather up Meek like, come on, let's go.
Wait.
What?
Why are we going back there?
We'll check on Donovan and Renner,
Make a persuasion check.
please.
With advantage, because you said please.
Yeah.
An
Roll a
8.
persuasion check.
An 8.
An 8.
I'm rolling low today. It's really weird.
We're all
That
rolling low
damage
except
hit pretty
James.
hard though. That's smack.
That's true.
Yeah.
Meek holding the chamber pot like and you just watch as he's just the lines just cross and he just kind of freezes.
I take a moment. I put my hand on his shoulder. I go, okay, you stay here. You watch over these bodies. If any of them move, you throw that pot on them, okay?
Just like flatlining at the moment right now.
Poor guy.
He might have broken him.
I waggle my eyebrow, my unibrow, and then kind of like, just kind of make my way to the other room.
All right. Take your 30 feet of movement. Just gets you right there. That's the end of the combat round. We're gonna take a break before we get back into it. I'm realizing it is 12 o'clock. So let's take a quick break and come right back and see if Donovan's still alive by the end of it all. Hey, welcome back, y'all. We are just gonna keep going into this combat. So that was Amoa. Fell is up. And what are they gonna do?
We're live,
See.
Kasi.
Seeing as Renner has now joined the fight, Fell's like, all right, we need to end this war. And you watch as dark blue energy manifests in their hand and is going to take an attack at you.
Is it also holy? Dark?
Dark but holy.
My Gothbolt friends! Except they're not my friends.
That's a nat 20 to hit, which, since inflict wounds is a melee spell attack, does that mean it's a crit or no?
Yep.
Okay. So that's 60-10.
Is this on Donovan?
Yep.
Hang on,
You
Kenny
can dodge
dodged that.
it.
Let's see. 11, 21, 24, 31, 33 necrotic damage, reduced to half. So 16 necrotic damage as you, from your distance, Renner, you can watch as this black energy smacks into Donovan and blue veins just like shoot up across his neck and his face. It's like, "Ugh." Cool.
Oof.
That was inflict wounds. The cultists are dead. Renner, you're up.
Oh. I wasn't ready for this. Thought we're going back to the basement. We'll run up. Is the trident still stuck in Fell?
It is still stuck in Fell, yes.
Yeah, and I'll just run up, shove it in even more, pull
Can you
back,
make
and
it
then yeah. I don't know, can I?
Let's
One,
find out.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can make it here.
Okay, I'll make it there. Podcasters, I'm literally about 10 feet away from where I need to be. Then we'll... You know what? I'm going to use my action to move a little closer
Okay.
to both of them. They're both within 5 feet of each other.
Yes.
Have we established this? Can I shocking grasp 2 people at once?
No, you can only do one target.
Well, then I'm going to go to Felt and I'm going to literally walk up to him and shocking grasp him.
If you're using your action to move, you cannot take that.
Isn't it a? Oh, it's not a cantrip.
It is a cantrip, but it
Not
cannot.
a bonus action.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You call the trident and throw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or you could spit acid.
No, I don't think that'll do enough damage. I'm going to call it the trident and then.
Okay. Manifests back in your hand, and you're chucking it at
Felt.
Fell. Roll an attack.
Mm-hmm. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Ah, sweet. 7 damage.
7 damage. Nice. As it goes once more in, this time into the thigh of Fell. Make sure you kill them. Which is the turn. War, using the spiritual weapon, is going to attempt to smack Donovan once more. As
They
a
really
bonus
got hard for
action.
you, Donovan. They just really want you dead. I
Yeah.
like it. Well, I mean,
That is a 22 to hit.
oh,
It's you
So-
kill the guy who pops out of nowhere and tries to kill you.
1d8. That's a 3 plus. What is it? What is it add? Does it add anything or no? I don't know. I don't play clerics, so plus spell casting modifier, so plus 3. So that's 6 damage.
Okay.
And with their action, They're going to take 2 stabs at you with their dagger. Oh, and it's not an advantage anymore, but it's just 2 attacks. One of those is a nat 20. The other one is 11.
11 misses.
And you take 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm
up.
Thread.
How do you look? Oh.
Awful.
Bad.
That if
You
I
watch
wasn't
as
wearing his necklace, I'd be long dead.
Yeah, he has so many holes in him, he might as well be Swiss cheese. Next up, after Huar, is Donovan.
Oh, Fel is going to... I'm going to try and Booming Blade Fel.
All right.
As part of the attack, can I pull a dagger out? I think I would rather use a dagger. Oh, I don't have a dagger.
Nope.
I only have this stupid scimitar. 21 to hit.
Yes, go ahead.
22.
Twitch chat says Ice Spire stat blocks are up with D&D Beyond overlay.
Oh no! Which is terrible because I've only got three hit points. I can.
I think everyone just wants to see every time you get hit how low, it keeps going.
How low can you go?
Yeah.
Is up but holy. Yep, that is right, Seth. That is what Donovan is. He's up but holy. All right, so that is. I need to see what scimitar is +3, so that's 6 points of damage plus 4 points of magic damage.
Okay.
And I am going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move away here.
Okay. You get some distance, and both of you are looking at each other, Fel and Donovan, and you're both looking not so great.
Okay, and my look to Fel is just, come on, get me.
Noted. Amoa, you're up. You are muted, my friend.
Am I in the room yet?
No, you are outside that tower there. Can you see the map?
Oh, no. Sorry. I don't have it.
In roll 20.
I'm just imagining it.
Just imagine. But no, you made your way across the tower, just carefully stepping over the corpses of the guards. As you walk by, you do notice that ice starts to encase their bodies as it starts to leach upwards and freeze their bodies in place.
I think you're about like 80 feet away from the action, if you want to know like specific foot-wise.
Right now, the door in front of you is busted wide open, but you can hear the sounds of battle within.
Interesting. Great. I'm gonna make my way far enough in that I can still keep an eye out on the floating. Am I amazed at those floating corpses that are
Not floating, freezing.
freezing? Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
watch as you burnt them to a crisp. Ice is starting to crawl up their bodies.
Have I seen anything like that before?
No.
Okay. All right then. Well, I tell Meek, you best be careful. That I've seen anything like this before. And I'm gonna. Is there a body near me?
The nearest
Okay.
one you stepped over is about 15 feet away from you.
Okay. I want to go far enough in that I can see what's happening in the next room, but also keep an eye out on the bodies.
Okay. So you move in, I would say right about here-ish. Unfortunately, the hallway is pretty thin and narrow, so it's not like you can get a good view of either. But from this vantage point, you can see Huar and Fel and just the back of Renner. You can't see Donovan. And occasionally you can peek over and look over to see that the ice is continuing to crawl up the bodies.
Great. I am, from my position, gonna cast Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
Bolt. Into.
I would say both Huar and Fel would have 3/4 cover. Huar would have half cover with the vantage point you're at.
I'll do the half cover one.
All right. So go roll an attack for Chaos Bolt.
Oh wait, no, it's actually here. Hang on. Stand by. Not that much better. 12.
12 to hit.
Hold
As you-
on. Before that, I think that deserves a D6 added.
All right.
Anyone?
Yeah, do it.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. 3 left.
What did you add on top?
Oh, sorry, D6. 15.
15 total. Okay. As you see this wall and you can see half of Huar in the background, you have to curve the Chaos Bolt as
Wow.
it and smacks him on the side of the head. Roll some damage.
Oh. 10.
10 damage. Yeah, nice.
So that's 2d6 or 2d8
2d8
plus the
plus
d6.
1d6.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So 1d6.
And were they the same number?
14.
On your 2d8s, did you roll the same number?
I don't recall. Let's see. Can I see that somewhere? I do not believe I did.
Okay. Well, let's see. And they have no resistances or anything, so it doesn't matter what damage it happens to be. But it was 10 damage total.
Correct.
Cool.
14 with the D6, right?
Yeah, with the 14s.
Yeah,
Right,
14
sorry,
total.
14.
Oh, 14 total. Nice. Okay. Boom, boom, sideswipes him across the face. He's like, "That fell, there's another one." But that is Fel's turn, who only has eyes for Donovan at the moment.
Oh.
And you watch as she bares her teeth. It's like, "Ugh," as that same blue energy crackles in their hands. And is just going to leap up after you, past Renner. Not enough for an attack of opportunity, but boom, goes in for the inflict wounds.
And takes 2d8 as she moves
Oh, smart.
from the booming blade.
Hey.
12 points of damage.
Hey,
As she
she
leaps.
did.
She moves and leaps, and you watch as a thunderclap happens. Boom, boom, and their body just splits into and then collapse on the ground. And you watch as the blood that begins to pool begins to freeze over, as does the body. Just
God, I love that spell.
That's really cool.
As a plan.
Renner's gonna look up at what's the other one's name again? Fel.
Huar.
Be like, Hua, do you want to continue?
Let me think about this for a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
Huar, Huar.
Hua?
W-A-R. It's like
Hua?
Huar, and I really don't like that, so I just made it Huar.
Hua?
Huar. Huar looks at you, kind of hunched over the freezing block. I have nothing to go back to. Ugh. But it is your turn,
Lord
Renner.
Almighty. Right.
Go ahead, it's your turn, Renner.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
All right. Hua. I'm gonna walk up and shocking grasp Hua.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Second level. 8 plus 3. Is Hua wearing metal?
No, he's wearing leather armor.
Cool. Nice. Oh, I need to roll. I rolled my damage before an attack roll. I need to roll an attack roll, correct?
These.
Love it. Okay. That is going to be. Do I add anything to this? I don't.
You have a +4.
Thank you. Then 19.
19 hits. Roll some damage.
That would be 11.
Ooh.
Shocking.
Shocking it is as you make contact. You watch as the electricity arcs around his body, and you see some of it in the eyes as blood slowly starts to trickle down.
With hands on Hua, would be like, as I said, do you want to continue?
And you watch as the spectral ice block tries to go from the side to smack you.
On Hua.
Hua. Does a 17 hit?
Probably. Let me check.
Not if you're wearing your
It
blade.
does. It does.
Oh, really?
It does. I know.
Thought you were
And you take 7 damage as a similar dark blue energy manifests in his hands, and he's like, "Ugh," going to do oh no, that's part spiritual weapon bonus action. Inflict wounds. Oh, come back, dice.
Oh.
Spiritual weapon does far less damage, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a 19
To hit?
plus 4, 23,
To hit? Yeah, that'll hit.
or plus 3, so 22 to hit. It was so close to a nat 20.
Are these reactions? Because he's not allowed to.
Oh no, this is his
Oh,
attack.
okay. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Ooh, that's not bad. 19 necrotic damage.
Wow. Okay, Hua. I see you.
As you watch, or Donovan, you see similar blue veins start to arc up into Renner's body before settling back down. Okay, that is Huar. Donovan, you're up.
I'm gonna step forward and sneak attack.
Sneak attack, you do.
That is an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
I will bonus action disengage and go back to where I was.
Okay. Whoop. Meanwhile, Amoa, you're up.
What's happening in the dungeon?
Yeah, what is going on?
I want to know what's happening in the dungeon.
No.
This is actually a fair point. Would we have
A
been able
lovely
to hear
cure.
the booming blade?
At this point, it's 300 feet, and you're going downstairs, because you would be going down into.
At this
Make
point, you've probably already
me-
murdered all of them, though.
I if he hasn't cut back to us, then I probably haven't. Also, since I now have tag-alongs, I have to change my plan slightly. So
Make me a perception check at disadvantage because they closed the door up top.
Two?
Yes, both of you. Perception check at disadvantage.
I guess this was about a timing thing of would it have gone off before we had fully started to descend, and would any of us hear it? So
It's been seconds. Hasn't even been a minute yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can only travel 30 feet per round, so. I got a 17 on my
17?
perception.
7.
7. Elspeth, you hear a.
Okay. Well, look, she's given up at this point because she tried to get everybody to go help, and she's like, apparently no one's going to listen to her, so she's just gonna keep going.
So as you descend downwards, Amoa, go ahead.
I decide I'm just gonna go ahead and get myself farther into the room and just get a clear view of Guar. I don't actually know the name. Like, whoa, is my reaction as I walk in, and immediately loose a ray of frost.
Ray Frost, who's a smart one. Go ahead. Roll an attack.
Here we go. 24.
24 hits. Roll some damage.
6.
6. A ice bolt just goes across, going over your shoulder, Renner, as it hits Huar straight in the chest. And still holding on, barely standing in front of you, looking directly in your eyes, Renner, as it is your turn.
All right. You asked for it, I suppose. And then he'll manifest the trident, and then he's just going to go whoop and take 2 attacks because of his polearm ability.
Okay.
Non-lethal or lethal?
We'll do honestly non-lethal. I don't think Renner wants to kill. He wants to know a little bit more about dude. First one's a nat 20. Second one is a 13. And so technically 27 is the
All
first
right.
one. 27 and 13.
I'm already doing the mental math for it. Claim your kill.
Well,
Or claim your knockout.
Yeah, so he'll just be like, I tried to warn you. And so he'll just literally kind of smack him with the rear end of the butt end of this trident twice.
Mm-hmm.
And then do a flip over him and land behind him facing Amoa. Because why not?
Mm-hmm. So you go with not even needing the trident end, just the butt end. It's just like as you watch Huar begin to slowly tip over, at which point you're just like, yeah, fuck it. Boom, front flip with a bit of a twist at the end, so that way you land and look over.
As he falls. I like that, James.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, flashy moves. Flashy moves.
What of the guards? You must have dispatched them quickly outside.
Before I answer that, I see Donovan looking like Swiss cheese, like, oh, you've been busy, huh? What's wrong with you?
I've been standing there getting stabbed like a dummy, like a practice dummy. Yes. They missed a couple times, which is actually quite funny.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Anyway, I don't feel good at all. But we need to get the keys. Where are the others?
What else? Toasted.
What?
They're dead? Elspeth's dead?
Oh, no. Wow. Oh, they stabbed you in the brain. What the hell? Oh, if they were dead, I would have told you that right up front. I'd be like, Elspeth and Azar are dead. Then you can die too with them, with that idiocy. Wow. And I look at Rena. This guy, he gets stabbed a couple of times, then his common sense goes out the window.
Well, to be fair, he's not the wisest, fish in the school. So
If I was wiser, I wouldn't have been paralyzed.
Okay, get what you need. The other two
This
is
is
gonna need
true.
us.
Okay, I'm gonna try and find a key to the room.
I was gonna say
and-
search what's his face while they're talking,
Yeah.
and then throw the keys at if they're
Loot
on.
the bodies.
Claws,
Loot
yeah.
the bodies.
Definitely
If
need to
they're on
loot the
a
bodies. If I can see that War is alive,
Mhm.
he will get a sleight of handed poke to the jugular.
It's like,
You're gonna kill him?
That's
oh,
all I
you're gonna
heard
kill
from-
him?
Yeah.
Wait, Donovan. Do it. Do what you did. Do what you did.
No. I'll. What?
Is it-
He's unconscious. He's gonna wake up within an hour. I hear that everybody wakes up in an hour. It's strange unconsciousness thing on this planet. But what are we doing? We need to go save the others. Finish this. We need to get rid of
Right.
Cauldron
We're grabbing the goods. Let's grab the goods and go.
and kill all the cultists.
Right. Renner is just conflicted because he, up through this, has not really cared about killing people, but I feel like Elspeth has had very stern talkings to all of them, like, why are we going through killing random randos? We don't need to do this. So he thought he was doing the right thing. So in seeing Donovan heading for the jugular, he'll protest. But Donovan, if you kill him, I mean, Renner doesn't care at this point. All right. I thought we were
Wait.
doing the right thing.
Are you? Is that passive aggressiveness? I mean, are you? No, do you really not? Okay.
I have no idea what passive aggressiveness is, Donovan.
Fine. So I will. Actually, can one of you bind him? To tie him up?
Elspeth, wherever she is, just starts nodding for some reason.
I assume at this point that I am dead because you guys are taking so long to decide what you're doing with this guy that I have probably been murdered by this point.
So, grab the keys. Any magic items? I might still have. No, I probably don't have to pick magic up at this point.
Definitely not.
Right.
It's concentration. You've taken too much damage.
Oh yeah. Grab the keys. Throw some animals out of the bag. surround myself with animals so that I don't get killed.
Wow.
I am almost dead, but we need to go and we need to find Elspeth
Hey, let's go.
and Azar.
I book myself back out the room to see if
Mhm.
Meek is still there.
So first, Donovan, you go into the armory. You see rows of longbows and several quivers stacked with arrows, as well as a chest on the opposite side, and your loot scattered across the table, and it looks like it has been examined and picked through.
I need thieves' tools and I need my rapier
Okay, you grab those two,
and a short bow.
and you grab a short bow
Some arrows.
and some arrows. All right, you three start to head back. There, you see a very wobbly-looking Meek trying to make his way down the stairs.
Question, James. So the bag of tricks is gone. All the magic items are gone.
Oh, I thought you were just grabbing that. They are there,
Oh,
Thanks.
I'll do.
except for the spell book.
Okay. Grab it all up, shove it in a bag. As we are walking, I will be throwing animals out.
Okay, you can throw 3 of them, and I believe I said it's a brown bag of tricks.
Gray, it's a gray bag.
Gray bag. I'm sorry. Thank you. Bag.
3, 3, 4, 7,
3, 4, 7. 10.
which
Great.
is badger, boar, and a dire wolf.
Nice.
Yep.
Ooh.
As a badger, a boar, and a dire wolf surround you, they don't look necessarily animal-like in the sense that they are all like mono gray all the way through, even their eyes, but they have a bit of that personality. Meanwhile, down in the dungeon.
Delaware.
As you descend downwards, let me also pull up just so I don't have to look down at a book. Because I accidentally closed this tab. What? Oh, come back. Oh, everything's fucked. There we go. Oh, roll down a little more. Oh, a little more. Ah, there we go. But as you descend this wooden ladder, you find yourself surrounded by rock, mortared stone that eventually descends 30 feet down as you enter off into this platform with Kadroth and his guards.
How many guards are there with us?
6.
Thank you. Just making sure I had written it down correctly.
While down there, you're in this hallway surrounded by this mortared stone and 4 sputtering torches illuminating the light. It is freezing down here. While up above, it was okay. But down here, you feel this sense of unnatural cold just pierce into your skin, even with the warm weather clothing you're wearing. As you look slightly down, there is some stairs that extend eastward that meets with a wooden rowboat. As water fills up and or outwards before your dark vision no longer, is able to see. So, Lady Elspeth, you were interested in seeing some of your father's interests.
Certainly. He's told me only a very few stories. So I'd certainly love to learn more. Interesting place for a pleasure cruise, I have to say.
Well, as you will know in your interest, our Lord prefers dark and cold places.
But of course.
Mm-hmm. Well, this rowboat can only hold 4. So, I, 2 of my guards, and yourself shall go further in.
Perfect.
Excellent. Do not worry. Azar and Captain Arlagath, she will be in good hands.
Elspeth is trying to play the game, so she is very much going to wait for the others to load up and like wait for somebody to like offer her a hand to help her in, like full on like, okay, you guys are going to go with the lady thing? We're going to lean into it.
So the 2 guards get into the boat, and Kadroth also, his long jacket, having to pick it up slightly before stepping in. As he turns and finds his footing, he's like, yes. Lady Elspeth, please join me within.
Thank you. Most kind. Azar, Captain Arlagath, do keep an ear out if the boys return. You know how they sometimes show up out of nowhere.
Okay.
Thank you.
So 2 guards going with Kadroth and Elspeth, while Indra and Azar, you are surrounded by 4 other guards.
Elspeth will kind of ping into Azar's head, just once we're out of sight, if you feel like making that 0 guards, might not be the worst plan.
No problem.
We'll settle into the boat.
Settle into the boat, and you start to go down this cistern, basically. And you can see creeping bits of ice start to accumulate at the edges. And as you pass by 1 passageway, 2 passageway, a 3rd passageway, the 4th passageway on the right, you watch as the guard that is currently controlling the boat begins to hook right into there before you find yourself on this little outcropping, this other portion where there is a floor that the water does not touch. The guard steps out, as does another guard. Kadroth steps up and out before extending the hand for you to come back up.
Yep. Take it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be real clear here that Elspeth is making a point of making as much contact with Kadroth as possible and trying to normalize that idea of like taking his hand or taking his arm.
Okay. Noted. And as you step forward into the small hallway, it opens out into a larger room. About 20 by 20. To the left and right are narrow tunnels that go in their respective directions. And across from you is an 8-foot tall pillar of ice with a horned, pale-skinned humanoid figure trapped within. The pillar itself is wrapped in black chains, and the wall behind is covered in what appears to be brown mold. As you feel the heat being slowly sapped away from this area, I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Do I have Constitution? I have a little bit of Constitution. 15.
15. Okay. As you feel the heat being sapped from your being, even with that cold weather clothing. You take 8 cold damage.
Okay.
As you start to begin to shiver, and Kadroth looks over, it's like, I apologize, Lady Elspeth. It seems this room was not made for, well, you. Would you care for a bit of protection?
That's most kind of you. I'm afraid I'm not yet used to such things.
Certainly. And you watch as he reaches into a pocket and a similar necklace that he wears. He hands over to you, if you wouldn't mind.
Thank you. We'll take it. As I take it, I would like to go ahead and cast Detect Magic while I'm standing here and get a scan of the room and all of these amulets. Mine does not take 10 minutes. I can do it as a single action, so I'm just going to pop it.
Does it have a somatic component or verbal?
Oh, let me double check. I haven't done this in a while. It is verbal and somatic, so maybe I shan't. I will wait.
Okay.
Just pretend to sneeze.
Oh, the hand. Sorry.
No. I mean, she knows that he probably knows that she would have magic because, like, we outed that Donovan had magic at dinner. I think she's gonna assume until proven otherwise that they're going to expect that she might also have magic. She's just hoping they don't know what kind.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she will take the amulet, and I guess I will put it on.
Yep. And you put it on, and you have to wait a moment before you start to feel the sense of not necessarily the cold becoming more comfortable, but the cold becoming bearable.
Right.
And as you stand there, he's looking on. Meanwhile, in the other room, Azar and Imdra, you both kind of just stand there, and you do notice that there's a bit of shiftiness in the guards, just kind of staring at you both.
Are they looking bored or like they're planning to do something?
Insight check.
Yes, Azar is wonderful at insight checks. But the dice is okay. 16.
You look over and you see them in the torchlight. It's a little hard to see, but every now and then you do see them shooting glances at the other three when you look at one. Just like looking over.
What is this room like?
Right now, there is basically the ladder behind you, this square setting where you are on land, stairs that descend down and into the water, and you just see 4 torches that illuminate the area. It is about 15 by 15.
15 by 15 with about half a dozen people in it. So are they like standing around the ladder, or where are they?
There's a couple on the like 15 by 15 platform, and then there's 2 that are standing slightly on the stairs that descend lower. So the full land basis of it is about 15 by 20, with the other 3 or 5 feet being stairs that descend into the water.
All right, so there are. Where are the guards paired up? There's 4 of them left.
4 of them, and they're
So
basically
where are they
squaring
standing?
up around you and Imdra. You 2 are within the center portion, and they're just like standing there, arms crossed, occasionally throwing glances.
Yeah, they're all within reach. So it's been a while. assume the boat's well out of sight by now.
Yes.
Did the guards also go into the room, or are they standing by the boat?
You could not see them as the boat did go off into the channel, where you can assume some.
So it's a bend?
Yeah, there's a bit of a bend. It's more of like a 90-degree straight in.
Turned a corner.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Imdra, are you bored?
Un momento, por favor. She looks around, looks at you. A little bit. Why do you ask?
I feel like going to see that altar. Let's go. And I will hex and start beating on these guys.
All right. Roll initiative, as will Imdra.
That is my initiative is 3. Yeah, that is a 17.
17, good to know. 1 second, let me get a...
I love this opening to a fight sequence, by the way. Imdra, are you bored? A little bit. So good.
So 17, and let's make 1 second. Where are these stats? There we go.
While you are calculating that, I would like to welcome Chaotic Fabulous RPG for the raid.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
Hey!
We are towards the tail end of this session here, but tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, we'll be doing a giveaway of these huge, chunky Birds of Paradise dice on
All
our
right.
Down Darker Trail show.
Yes, go check out Down Darker Trails, Cthulhu. All right. As the cultists were prepared, you get ready to get in this fight. They all draw out their scimitars as you begin to move, and they will all go for 2 on you and 2 on Imdra.
First? Damn.
Yeah.
They rolled a
Going
nat
too good on
20.
your initiative.
As you also were prepared, the 2 strikes that went towards you just went shoo, shoo. As the other ones that go after Imdra, come on. One misses and the other one collides with her armor, just like, and she smiles. You're up.
So where are they positioned now?
They are basically squared up around you as you and Imdra are kind of back to back in the center.
So I'm going to circle around, and I will catch they're in a square. I should be able to get 3 of them. Make a dex save, please.
Okay. 3 of them. Hooah. We've got a 14, a 12, and a 19.
Okay, the 12 fails. The other 2 will take half of 7. Yep, it will take half. So the one that fails takes 7 points of lightning damage. The other 2 will take half of that as I breathe lightning on this group.
Ooh, nice. As lightning just erupts from your mouth, and Imdra is slightly taken aback by this sudden expulsion of electric energy.
I'll then use flurry of blows to make 2 attacks on whichever one's right in front of me.
All right, go ahead.
That's 23 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and a 16 to hit.
16, both of those hit.
So, here we go. That's 7 plus, that's 13 more points of damage on one.
13 points of damage. The one that you caught unawares by the lightning closest to you, just trying to shake away the sparks. You already have 2 punches lined up, boom, as they fall to the ground, landing on the ground.
That's 1.
That's 1.
I point to the ladder. I suggest you run.
Well, let's see what they do. Meanwhile, Indra, smiling at this sudden eruption of blows, draws out her rapier and goes for 2 attacks to the ones that you, or one of the ones that you lightning ding ding dinged.
You lit up.
Ooh. Both of those hit. Oh my god, there is a NPC that does damage.
Yes!
Yes!
We found it, guys! We found the good NPC to have!
Yes,
And
that
does
is...
damage all the time.
Oh wow! With those 2 strikes, just clean, quick strikes that just almost for you, Azar, they look as if they don't puncture at all, but you watch as they kind of like double over a bit, and they take 9 plus 6 damage, 15 damage. As one of the ones you struck with the lightning is just like... It is the cultist's turn now. One of them yells out, Kadroth! As things are happening over with Elspeth. But they will, the remaining 3 are going to take, well, the most dangerous looking one was the one who just spat out lightning. So 3 of them are going to try and attack you. That's okay. The one that was stabbed by by Indra just goes for a wild swing and ends up hitting one of his compatriots with his scimitar. While the other 2 is a 10 and a 15.
The 10 will miss, the 15 just hits.
Just hits for 5 damage.
Okay.
The one that bumbles into the other one's like, what the fuck are you doing? Meanwhile, that's the cultist's turn. Azar, you have one that just got punctured by Indra, and the other 2 are looking pretty similar.
Since they attack me, they would have to be pretty close together. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'll point to the ladder. It says, I told you to leave. Dex saves for all 3, please.
All right. You maneuver around, lining up. Definitely 2 of those fail, but does a 21.
That passes. It's a DC 13.
Okay.
Mark that off. And that's 6 damage.
6 damage. Another lightning breath?
Yeah.
As the lightning erupts from your breath, from your mouth, one of them, the one that got punctured, just takes it, most of the brunt of it, covering one of them, who takes half damage from that. But
and
then one of them falls down, and then the other one is still standing.
All right, so there's 1 left?
There's 2 left. One of them got blocked by the one who's like, ugh, and dies, and there are 2 left currently.
Any chance one of them are standing with stairs?
Sorry?
Any chance any one of them are standing within, say, 5 feet of the stairs?
5 feet of the stairs? I would say yes.
Okay, I'm going to punch instead of flying down the stairs.
Okay.
Flurry of blows. It's 21
Hits.
for 7 damage, and he's pushed 5 feet backwards by the blow.
All right. Boom. Into the water. He's like, cold.
And second punch on the other fellow as I keep pointing at the stairs. It's like, I told you to leave. That is a 18.
18 hits.
So 4 points.
4 points of damage.
Make that one fire, because why the hell not?
Why the hell not? As this flaming fist, boom, boom, smacks him in, and he gets pressed up against the wall. Meanwhile, Indra just casually walks over to the one in the water.
Jeez.
Is he technically prone? Give her
Well, I don't
advantage?
think I need to because that rolled really well. I'm so happy, y'all.
Indra coming through.
It's a useful
babe.
NPC. Oh my
Yes,
god.
Oh my god, that's my babe.
So sad I don't get to
About
watch her
the-
being a badass.
Oh,
The little girl in Icefire Peak basically vanquished Cryovane by herself.
That's
yeah,
a good
that's
point.
true. That's true.
There's
True,
always
true.
one. You just have to find them.
Yeah.
But Imdra just did 20 damage as and you watch Ibzar as the blood starts to pool, but then the bodies, similar to the other two that you've left on the ground, begin to freeze over and bob a bit. That is Imdra's turn. There is the last cultist who's pressed up against the wall, and
Still pointing at the ladder. Go.
Kadroth, get Avarice! As he begins to ascend up the ladder.
Very good. I'll punch him in the back of the leg, because screw him.
Okay, go ahead, roll some damage.
That's a 20
Ooh, that hits.
for 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You smack him in the back of the knee, and he starts to ascend before falling down. I thought you said you were going to let me go.
I didn't say that. I told you to run.
Azar, it's your turn.
That's a 14,
14 hits.
7 damage. And one more. That's another 14
That hits.
for 6 damage.
6 damage. Claim the kill.
Oh no, I'm just knocking him out.
Okay. Just as he's like, please, please. You walk up and just like, boom. And his head rests against the ladder. Meanwhile, Elspeth, with Kadroth and his 2 guards, he looks to you. It seems your friends have made a bit of a noise in Levistus' shrine. That is unfortunate. Meanwhile, on the opposite end, you hear, Kadroth, get Avarice! And Kadroth kind of just twitches at that. Meanwhile, slowly appearing from the right hallway, just pressed up against the wall, you see an albino tiefling. Pure white and hair of white, slightly tanned horns, just kind of leaning over, pressed against the wall. And you see within her grasp a familiar red spellbook. And that's where we're going to end today. Afternoon.
After,
I had an action prepared, but I didn't want to ruin it, so I'm just gonna hold it till the top.
Do the action.
well,
I mean, I'm happy to declare it now.
What's the action?
I'm holding Kadroth's arm, right? Because I've established this. I'm gonna fucking inflict wounds on this bitch.
Noted. Well,
The long
we'll
game.
take that at the top of next Saturday and see what happens.
What time next Saturday, James?
You know, hopefully it's gonna be
Roll
our
your
standard
dice, roll your
12
dice.
p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, you know what? I should just roll a d12 and
Yeah.
then just choose a time based on that. Oh, look, it's a 6, so we're gonna start at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
James roll only nat 20s because that seems to be
yeah.
his morning rolls.
We'll hit our friends over in the oceanic side,
Yeah.
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 Australia and such.
Hey, you know, Australian buds, we're coming for you.
Hey,
Rime of the Frostmaiden, time being whatever the hell it fucking is. But yeah, thank you all for hopping in, watching us as we jump around based on my ridiculous schedule. So I really appreciate it. Again, you can catch us here tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Call of Cthulhu, Down Darker Trails. Dragon Device Spire Peak is wrapping up soon. We're getting into the final countdown with Cryovane. That's on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, or 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, excuse me. And yeah, we're going to be hopping into studios soon, so keep an eye out for when that content is dropping. And yeah, YouTube, questandchaos.com/podcast. If you're a podcast listener, if you're listening to this on podcast, you already know where to find us. Yeah, and patreon.com/questandchaos. Check out our friends, Nord Games, Birds of Paradise, and D&D Beyond. And as always, friends, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is where you do a giveaway for those big chunk dice from Birds of Paradise. All right. Catch you then.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you for the raid.
Yes.